Hello, I'm EddCase. Welcome to my Blitz commentary series, where I am going to be talking really fast for the next 8 minutes. Here we are on Geo's UHC server. This is a free-for-all match, and here we go. We have started right on top of the trees here, so we're going to go ahead and dig straight down the trunk and begin our UHC in the usual fashion, gathering our stone right off the bat as quick as possible and making our first stone tools. These stone tools include a shovel, by the way, because shovels are good, and don't let anyone tell you different. Our first priority is to gather food so we don't have to worry about our hunger as we're sprinting around like a lunatic on our first day. I haven't yet fully decided on my strategy yet, but killing creepers for the potential to make TNT sounds fun! Actually, scratch that. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Time to chop down more trees. And hold on a minute, is that a cow I can hear being murdered? Yes it is, because it looks like we have a cattle rustler in our midst. The grace period is still on, but I'm going to back off as quick as possible to protect my furnace and its delicious contents. I have a moment's pause to check out a floating block of water, but let's face it, floating water isn't that uncommon. Here's my one. I grab another first day necessity, and on my travels I locate a surface lava lake. I'm thinking about the possibility of a nether rush, but decide against it and move on. As this is my first UHC in a while, I'm going to stick to a standard UHC strategy. And this ravine looks like just the thing I wanted. I can see all the way down to the lava layer, where there is an abandoned mine on the left and even a visible patch of gold to the right. So I'm going to staircase down safely, trying not to leave any evidence that I'm here as it is open to the surface. I jump across to the other side where I saw the gold, the waterfall aiding my travel, and it looks like we have a vein of 4 to start our very first night in UHC. I venture into the caves quickly after and tackle my first monsters as I try to blitz through the cave and light everything up as fast as possible. I don't want to give the blighters any extra time to spawn in the darkness. I am immediately rewarded by another vein of gold. This is looking like just the start I needed. Not to mention that the walls are littered with patches of iron, so I am hopefully going to be able to armor myself up very quickly, and in the meantime I am finding even more gold. Here I am building a full set of iron armor, so I'm going to be very prepared to explore the dangers of the caves, and it looks like I armored up not a moment too soon, as PvP has just been enabled now, and I'm going to have to be watching my back for other players sneaking up on me. Speaking of which, as I explore more of the ravine above the abandoned mine, I notice in the dark that there is some cobble that I did not place. It looks like we're going to be living in close proximity to another player, at least for the time being. However, I am moving into the mine shaft, and I'm once again rewarded with 3 easy diamonds. And look at that, there's even more gold hidden behind it. Let's hope that this luck holds out for the rest of the match. I make my bow as I now have easy access to string, and also go ahead and make my diamond pickaxe, assuming that I'll find at least 2 more diamonds whilst I'm down here. This pick, by the way, is fantastic at digging gold. I use 8 of the ingots to make my apple, and just FYI, after smelting I have 25 left over. Having cleared out the abandoned mine, I decide to investigate the mysterious cobble that I saw in a ravine, only to find that it connects to a nether portal, which gives us some indication of where the other player has been all this time. I hop through and have a quick look around to see if I've come out right on top of a nether fortress, as I do have a lot of gold and some melon seeds to make potions with, but there's nothing in sight. So I come back and realise that I have quantum leaped to a completely different place, and the whole cave, it seems, is unlit. But I am mistaken, as the lower levels have definitely been explored. I shift around trying to be sneaky and look out for people, but the zombie is intent on giving the game away. But it seems as though whoever was once here is now long gone, along with all of the precious resources that I need. So I pillar up to the surface to grab chickens and find a new place to explore. Breaking through the grass, there is a skeleton archer waiting for us at the top. I run around trying to avoid the inevitable arrow, but I take a hit. Never mind, I will take this chicken as compensation and be on my way. Here seems like as good a place as any to dig down a 2x1 to find another cave. Actually, no, that was boring. Let's try again somewhere else, somewhere further away. So I dig down for a second time to see if I can find those last 2 diamonds. Ugh. Well, you know what they say. 3rd time's the charm, as we drop down into a surface cave very late into the game now. But we get down to the lava layer, finally, where hopefully we can find what we need. We block off from a skelly when... Wait, what? What? Let's see that again, shall we? The skelly employs some dirty tactics to fire through the cobble wall and get a hit on me. But we have no time for dirty skelly, so we tickle his feet and move on with our lives. Only to find that there is diamond right round the next corner, which is a fantastic news for us, because enchantments are now on the agenda. No time to waste, we come back to the surface in search of leather. If it weren't for the cattle rustler, perhaps we'd have an enchanting table already. But finding leather now is going to be difficult, because cow genocide has been committed, as is the case with most UHCs. Fortunately for me, I find an alternative source of leather on the surface. Loath as I am to kill horses, we are talking about the greater good. I get right down to enchanting, only 10 minutes from meetup, make myself a power bow, a full set of enchanted armor, and a sharpness diamond sword. Moving in on 0-0, I'm hoping that I can use my spare gold on someone's head. But would you believe it? We have a diamond-clad battleship waiting for us at center, and hang on a minute, that's the damn cattle rustler again! But meetup is now cool, and Uzax is just outside of the tree line, so I chow down on my golden apple, thinking the nether was probably a good idea after all, and make a break for it to get a better position. No sense running headlong into certain death. Moving in on the Diamond Man's position, I'm using the horses as temporary cover. He is distracted in the distance, probably with another player, but it looks as though he is heading this way, and now I am ready for combat. With my bow in hand, I try to charge up my first shot, but the horse bucks up with the sheer excitement. I charge the bow again and leap over the horse to loose my very first arrow of the game. And it's a hit, and that is a good feeling worthy of some epic tunes. Okay, good feeling gone. That hit took 2.5 hearts off me, showing me just how OP Uzax's gear is. I sprint back to some cover, knowing that my only chance whilst he's focused on me is to keep him at distance. I fire a shot at his name tag and get another good hit, but these shots are only going to whittle him down by the tiniest margin. I'm going to need a lot more from where that came from. As he closes the distance, I retreat even further. Range right now is my closest friend, and if Uzax's bow is that powerful, I do not want to find out what his sword is like. I find some more trees to use as cover and take aim for a long shot. I want to keep some of the pressure up so he doesn't feel too at ease. And apparently I'm running away from meetup. Oh, so I'm meant to run face first into a guy with OP armor, a mega bow, and a fat sword. No thanks. Circling round to a new set of trees, I'm moving in on Uzax's position. He has just killed another player, and I'm hoping I can take him off guard as he collects the head. If I can only get in close without him noticing, I might be able to use my sharpness diamond sword to some good effect. I am chasing him now, and I might be able to get the drop on him and do some serious damage. But no, he has seen me. Maybe he saw my name tag in the trees, or maybe he used his third-person view as he ran away. But now we are right where we don't want to be. We are getting hits on him, but his arrows are much more effective, and the game slips away from us along with our last few remaining hearts. If I was to go back and do it again, knowing what I do now, I probably would have gone to the nether, or stopped to collect some apples and be more patient, sticking with a ranged battle. Either way, I had fun. Well played, Uzax. Of course, we're going to throw out the GG, and thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to play in one of these games, head on over to the Ultra Hardcore Reddit. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button. It really does help a lot. Thank you again. I have been EddCase. Goodbye.